Last week we went on holiday to Cyprus. We flew from Birmingham mid-afternoon, so we had Burger King once we got through security before the flight. We didn't go away on a proper holiday in the summer because my brother was finishing off his PhD thesis, so this was our main holiday and we were looking forward to some sun. We landed quite late because of the time difference, but we got our bags quickly and the transfer to the hotel was only short. My parents and little brother stayed here last year when they came on holiday, so they knew it well, and my brother decided that we should go for a walk after we arrived, which was like almost midnight. My mum spent 3 months staying in Cyprus with family when she was 18 and bought this yellow t-shirt then, so I thought I'd wear it on the way. I had claimed it as mine a few years ago when we were sorting through clothes in the loft in lockdown. It was dark when we arrived on Monday, but when we woke up on Tuesday we were greeted with bright blue sky. We went out to breakfast at a little place near the hotel and had some delicious orange juice and a very big bacon sandwich. We then spent the morning by the pool and my mum won a cocktail in aqua aerobics for her great dancing. We had leftover sandwiches from the plane for lunch. We then went back to the pool to enjoy the afternoon, before going for a walk in the early evening to the sunset point of Cyprus to watch the sunset. We then went back to where we had breakfast for tea, and I had a chicken kebab, which was lovely. We then finished the evening with some Uno, because my brothers don't like playing proper card games with packs of cards. On Wednesday we decided to go to a water park which I'd seen when I was doing my research for things to do in Cyprus, which was within walking distance. We didn't go on all of the slides, but the ones we did were amazing and we went on them again and again. It was also good because we didn't really have to queue for any rides. We just had chips and donuts for lunch. I then had a waffle on a stick for a late afternoon snack, but it was very yellow and tasted a bit odd. And then we went out for an Italian where I had carbonara and everyone else had pizza. On Thursday we stayed by the pool in the morning. I did some aqua aerobics again and we had a toasted sandwich for lunch, which had 3 slices of bread. We had booked to go on a turtle watching boat, so in the afternoon we walked all the way to the centre of Paphos, which was hot. We had a cold drink when we got to Paphos and then we got on the boat. Initially, we spent most of our time at the top of the boat, and then there were big glass viewing windows underneath, which we went to when we were allowed. It was a bit bumpy down there, but the views were amazing. We even spotted some turtles. Can you see this one in the middle of the grass? There is another one swimming away in this clip, but it's a bit blurry because of all the bubbles from the boat. There were also other boats around, and we even saw some turtles on the surface when we were at the top. The boat was then driven to a different point, and we went swimming in the sea, and then the idea was to watch the sunset, although it was a bit cloudy. We went back to Fiestas for tea, and I had chicken fajitas. This was the day the football was on, so my brothers watched that while I read my book. On Friday we had breakfast and then went to Coral Bay, which is one of the beaches. We were going to get the bus, but then we got a taxi instead, and we saw some banana plants on the way. The water was really clear and it was quite warm. It was definitely warmer than the water in the hotel pool. We spent the whole day there, so we did a lot of swimming and a lot of sunbathing. And we had some chicken nuggets and chips for lunch. There were also these inflatable things called super surfers, which we went on twice. It's basically an inflatable pulled by a boat that bumps up and down because you go over the boat's waves. It was really fun, even if my brother didn't think so. We then got the bus back from Coral Bay, had a shower to freshen up and went out for some food. I had some beef stafado. We also had pancakes for dessert, and then walked back to the hotel. On Saturday morning, we walked into Paphos again to do some shopping.
Pedal.
I couldn't resist a little go on this bike, although it was really bad and squeaky. We then paid to go inside Paphos Castle, which is more of a fort than a castle. The views from the top were really pretty. We then went out of the castle and stopped for a break for some orange juice and waffle, which was delicious, and then continued our shopping. I bought a tray, a coaster and a scrapbook. Then, in the late afternoon, we got the bus and walked to a paddle court, which my brother had booked. It was only about a 10-minute bus journey and then a 20-minute walk, and my brother was quite keen to play on holiday. They had played before. It was fun, but slightly different from tennis, and I only just got used to hitting it if it bounced off the glass. Then we went to a fancy Italian restaurant, and I had tagliatelle bolognese, which was lovely. On Sunday, we didn't do much apart from stay at the pool, so I've not got any photos of that. And then we walked to watch the sunset and go for dinner in the evening. We then played some Uno for the last night, which went on a long time, and my mum had bought some pizza flavoured crackers, which were disgusting. Our flight was Monday night, so we could check in our bags at the hotel, but we'd still have our hand luggage, so we spent all day by the pool. Overall, it was a wonderful holiday. It's been a long time since we've had a summer holiday in the sun abroad, so it was really nice. We then went to Fiestas for tea, and they had decorated their tree, which was usually musically decorated with Halloween stuff. I had chicken kebab again, and then it was time to wait for the transfer to the airport and the plane, and then we'd be on our way home.